Hey guys, I'm here again on the layout. I don't really have any layout stuff going on, but this is going to be a quick rolling stock update. I haven't really talked much about one of the projects that I've pretty much just completed, so we'll take a look at that, and then I have a few other items that I just weathered, so yeah. The first thing that you'll probably notice is that I have this Oakway SD60 here. I actually took my former KCS SD60, I stripped the paint off, and then put a paint job on it with just some custom-made blue and some flat white. And then you can see I do have the correct decals. I put those on, I think those are from Microscale. It's number 9048. And probably noticed that I just weathered it as well, so it's not completely done because there are a few details that I need to put on, like the firecracker antenna and then the horn on the long hood, and there's a few other paint things I need to do. I want to darken the grills completely. I mean, I kind of weathered them, but I want to make them look kind of transparent. Excuse me. Same here, and then couple of the warning decals fell off there, so I'll have to put those on. I have it on the other side too, but I think it looks pretty good. There are a few, minor issues here and there, but I'd say for a first try, it's not too bad. If you kind of step back, I think it looks pretty good, so I like the way it looks, and hopefully I'll be able to do a few more projects like this. I really wanted to have an Oakway SD60 just because they look cool. I like the blue and white scheme, so finally got one. So that's kind of cool. I'll give you a better look of that either later or in another video. It's just I don't have a decoder in it right now, so I can't really run it. But you can kind of see the paint in detail, and I think it looks pretty good. And then this locomotive here I've had for a while, but before it was just weathered with weathering powders. But as you can see, I just faded it with just some diluted flat white paint. So I think the weathering was good before, but I think this just gives it another layer and it makes it look more dusty. So it kind of brightens up the weathering and gives it more of a uniform sheen to it. And I think it looks more realistic in general. It just looks like some kicked up ballast dust. And as with the Oakway SD60, I also want to darken these grills because I figured out a technique that works pretty well and is kind of consistent. So basically I just take diluted like black paint. It doesn't really matter what kind of black paint, but just kind of diluted with a little bit of water or alcohol, and then if you just put it on a brush and then spread it down those grooves, it pretty much self-distributes itself. So, it's pretty easy. I did that on the AC4400 over here, and those grills look pretty good. So, I'll probably be doing the same thing to these. But I just think this, all I did was add some flat white to this, and I think it really brings it out and makes it look better. So, yeah, that's that locomotive. And then I also went ahead and just weathered a few other things for fun. This car was perfectly clean before, but I just faded it in general and then added some grimy black along the bottom and the trucks. On all these cars, I still need to paint the wheel sets because they're kind of uneven from the airbrushing. I don't have a wheel mask, so I'll probably get one of those eventually, so I can weather the wheels uniformly. But for now, it'll be good. I'll touch this up later. And then this car here, I weathered as well. It was already weathered with powders, but I went ahead and faded it and then also added some black grime. So kind of down here by the equipment you can see I sprayed that. Can't really tell with this lighting, but it is faded. Got the wheel sets and trucks a little darker. And then the roof's a little grimier too, as you can tell. And this side, same thing. And that's that. This car, I just kind of used as like a test. I wanted to weather it pretty heavily. You can see the lettering is almost invisible now. But instead of fading this and making it look more gray since it's in ballast service. I just wanted to see what would happen if I made it look more like a coal car as it's designed to be. So I took some grimy black and just sprayed the trucks along the bottom there, and then put a pretty heavy line along the top of the open hopper there, just to simulate coal dust and stuff. So I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks like a heavily used coal car, so that's pretty cool. And then this one, I just basically added a little more grime. It's still pretty dusty, but I did add a little black streak along it. So nothing fancy. But really the big news of this video is the Oakway unit. Tell me what you think. I mean, it's my first repaint, so I'm sure there are some errors here and there, but I think the color looks pretty good, and the decal application isn't too bad either. So if you get up close, you'll find a few issues with it. I kind of struggled painting the headlight cover there, but I couldn't get the actual headlights out, so I just kind of had to paint around them. And I had some liquid mask on the actual lenses, but that kind of didn't work, so it looks a little rough there, but overall I think it looks okay. So tell me what you think. I mean, that's pretty much all I have for this video. But really quick, Ryan from BNSF Railfans, if you haven't checked out that channel, I would. But the main guy there, it's his channel. He'll be here in a few weeks, so we'll be working on the layout. But I also have a big announcement that I want to do with him. I wish I could tell you now, but I don't want to, I don't know. I just want to save it until he gets here so we can make a cool announcement video. Some pretty big news. I put a lot of research into it, so you'll get to see what that is, and it'll kind of completely change everything. I don't know. It'll be exciting. But yeah, he'll be here, and we'll be working on the layout as well. We'll have the big announcement, and that's kind of what we'll probably focus on. But we'll do some work on the layout. We'll have some few other projects that we'll be working on, maybe another repaint or something. And then after that, we'll both be up at his layout. So no videos will be coming from this channel, but for a few weeks we'll have tons of videos on BNSF Railfans, and that's a really cool layout. It's similar design to this, just in the L configuration, but it's BNSF in the Southwest, and they're a little wider radius curves, so it's more 6-axle power and pretty long trains. So if you like BNSF and desert scenery, I would check that layout out. We'll be working on that for a few weeks, as I said, and we'll have a lot of cool videos, including updates, how-tos, running videos, anything that you could think of. So that'll be coming up. So just wanted to give you a quick update on the rolling stock, and also to tell you what you should be looking for in a month or so. But other than that, I have nothing. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Look for some videos soon.